The iPhone 17 Pro might have just done something no one expected. It may have killed the need for gaming phones altogether. That sounds like a bold statement, but the numbers and design changes behind Apple's latest Pro lineup make a strong case. Here's why this matters. For years, gaming phones like the Asus ROG series carved out a niche by offering better cooling, higher sustained performance, and gamer-focused extras like shoulder triggers or dual charging ports. The iPhone was powerful, but it would overheat, throttle performance, and simply couldn't keep up during long gaming sessions. That gap made gaming phones relevant. But with the iPhone 17 Pro, Apple seems to have closed that gap almost overnight. The big story isn't just the A19 Pro chip, though it's a monster in its own right, paired with 12 gigabytes of RAM. The real game changer is the redesigned aluminum unibody. Unlike last year's iPhone 16 Pro Max with its glass build, the iPhone 17 Pro dissipates heat far more effectively. In fact, aluminum is said to be 20 times better at releasing heat compared to titanium, and that shows in the benchmarks. In a 20-minute 3D Mark stress test, the iPhone 17 Pro Max maintained 81% of its peak performance. That's nearly a flat line of stability after the initial dip. Compare that to last year's iPhone 16 Pro Max, which dropped all the way down to a disappointing 65%. That's not just an incremental improvement, it's a fundamental shift in how long the iPhone can deliver its full power. Now, let's put that against a real gaming phone. The ROG Phone 9 Pro, one of the most capable gaming devices out there, still comes out on top in raw sustained performance. After 20 minutes, it scores around 5,810 points in 3D Mark, while the iPhone 17 Pro Max manages about 5,120 points. That's about a 15% difference. The thing is, last year's iPhone was trailing by almost 50%. In other words, Apple closed most of the distance in just one generation. Think about what that means for everyday gamers. On iOS, you already get a huge advantage with game optimization. Many titles are ported with better graphics, smoother performance, and higher detail than on Android. Add to that this new level of sustained power, plus Apple's usual strengths, top-tier cameras, reliable battery life, and a premium build, and suddenly the gaming phone's only selling points are some niche extras. Sure, shoulder buttons and active cooling fans are neat, but are they worth giving up a great camera or a polished design? For most people, probably not. There's also the matter of practicality. Gaming phones often look flashy, sometimes even gaudy, and they tend to compromise in areas outside of gaming. With the iPhone 17 Pro, you're getting a balanced flagship that's just as capable of recording professional quality video as it is running demanding games. And if you pair it with a proper controller or gamepad, you eliminate the one annoyance of touchscreen gaming, your fingers blocking the action. Of course, gaming phones aren't dead overnight. Dedicated devices will still appeal to hardcore players who want every advantage possible, like extra cooling or dual USB-C ports for charging while streaming. But for the vast majority of gamers, the argument to buy one just got a lot weaker. The broader implication here is fascinating. If Apple can deliver near gaming phone performance in a mainstream flagship, the pressure is on the rest of the industry. Why should someone buy a specialized gaming device when their everyday phone already handles it with ease? This shift could push companies like Asus and Red Magic into even a smaller niche, catering only to enthusiasts, while Apple and Samsung eat up the mainstream gaming crowd. And here's the part that excites me. We're getting closer to a world where AAA games aren't just running on consoles and PCs, but natively on your phone without compromise. The iPhone 17 Pro's combination of power and thermal efficiency feels like a big step toward that future. The hardware is ready. Now it's just a matter of developers bringing those big titles to iOS. So, did the iPhone 17 Pro just kill gaming phones? Maybe not entirely, but it sure looks like it dealt them a massive blow. With Apple's new aluminum unibody and the A19 Pro chip, the iPhone has finally proven it can play the long game, literally. And if you ask me, this could mark the beginning of the end of dedicated gaming phones as we know them. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.